over the past 3 years, I spent probably, I don't know, $10,000, $15,000, maybe 20 on continuing education, including seminars, mentorships, workshops, books, all of these suckers behind me, and including Audible. At this point, we're up to 103 titles over the last 2.5 years. Some of the books ranging in spans from a 10-hour book to a 65-hour book. Thank you very much, Robert Moses. I should say Robert Caro. Caro? But anyways, the point is, there comes a time when your self-awareness has to kick in. And for me, that instance happened actually recently. I was reading a book, The Last Word on Power, and it was kind of asking you to reflect upon transitions and understanding transitions, where they happened in your life, how you got from point A to point B, how you got from point B to point C, etc. And what I started to learn was the time that I've been consuming content gets all of this stuff up here. But some of the times that's an excuse for me because that's sort of easy to spend time learning and to spend time studying. And in addition, the time spent studying and the time spent learning was to overcome my self-imposed judgment of myself, that I wasn't good in school, that I wasn't good in college, that I wasn't a good student, and overcoming that. So by understanding and phrasing the concept of self-awareness that I was not a good student, I was studying more, right? So it makes sense. However, all of that to say, all of the learning that I've been doing, all of the studying that I've been doing has really generated a lot of information. But now it's time to come out, right? So all of that, now this is my, let's call it my thesis, right? We've got to the, I'm not even gonna call it the middle of the pandemic, but we got to this point where I have to say to myself, what are you doing now to change the position that you're in, that you've never done before, to get where you've never done before? And that's really the question for me. So I find this book unique. I find it challenging. I'm only 10% in, and taking notes on this book potentially more than I've taken on a book in a long time. And really, again, because it's challenging my awareness of myself, something that I usually classify myself as having, self-awareness, in addition to achieve, as it says, executive reinvention for leaders who must make the impossible happen. And as fitness businesses all around me file for bankruptcy, Chapter 11, Chapter 7, fold, fire their companies. By the way, not just fitness businesses, regular businesses, businesses that sold for millions of dollars last year, laying off 30, 40, 50% of their employees. How in the world am I supposed to come out of this with one gym, two gyms? How is that supposed to happen? Must make the impossible happen. That's why I'm reading this book. And that's why this is the last book. This is the last book I'm reading in 2020, maybe for a while. I caught myself the other day. I went to go click on Amazon. Somebody put a book, I think it was called Unleashed. And I was like, oh, wait, this is my book. So, not that I'm gonna stop consuming content, but I need to start producing content. There's a lot that I've learned from generating 7 figures of revenue, and for 3 years in a row. And before the pandemic, we were gonna make it 4. So here we are. Make the impossible happen. By doing the thing that you know you need to do, it starts here. That's it.